I can't believe they're actually doing it, ladies and gentlemen. They're actually going through with a Lollipop Chainsaw remake, and I can't believe this is actually happening. I am super excited for this. This is a game that I was hoping so much that we could have played on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One platforms, but now going into next gen, they decided they're just going to go ahead and do a remake of this game, and I can't wait for it. Hey everybody, I'm Robert Storms. Welcome back to the channel once again. If you guys are finding me for the very first time, please do me a favor, smash that like and subscribe button. So Lollipop Chainsaw is finally getting a remake. I would have been happy with just a remaster, but they're doing a remake, and here's my original copy of Lollipop Chainsaw on the PlayStation 3, and this was one of the games that I always wished that Microsoft would have made backwards compatible on the Xbox One, Xbox Series X consoles, because I have the Xbox 360 version as well, and I really wish they would have made that backwards compatible because I really enjoy this game. And if you guys never played Lollipop Chainsaw, it's sort of like Dead Rising. If you ever played a Dead Rising game, except for you're a cheerleader and you carry around your boyfriend's severed head on a keychain on your back pocket. And it's batshit crazy. It's insane. It's like Saints Row meets like Walking Dead. It's very Dead Rising-ish. And everybody used to cosplay as this character all over the place. You see some of the biggest cosplayers in the world has cosplayed as this character. And I just thoroughly enjoyed this game a lot. And I played it a lot on the PlayStation 3 back in the day, even though I never actually completed this game. And that was one reason why I wanted to go ahead and get a remastered of this game, because I don't want to hook up my PS3, you know, and it doesn't play on the PS4, PS5, you know, those consoles aren't backwards compatible, and I don't want to have to like hook up my PS3 and all that stuff. But I had a real fun time playing this game when it came out, and I really wanted to go back and replay that later on. I forgot why I stopped playing. I think something else came out around that time, and then I moved over. And usually when I move from one game to another, I really have a hard time going back and pick up that game again. And I believe something else came out like around that time or a couple weeks after, and then I just completely stopped playing that game. But I still have my original copy, and if I get enough feedback, I'll fire up the PlayStation 3 and we'll stream this before the remake comes out. But if we go to the actual article here, it says, after teasing last month, we have confirmation that Lollipop Chainsaw will receive a full remake in 2023. The announced by the publisher, which is led by the original game's producer. The game will arrive worldwide next year, although a formal title or platform have not been announced. It better be multi-platform, man. It better be PlayStation and Xbox Series X. It will be developed by a combination of development staff from the original, which is also really good. The game will aim to recreate the original. That the remake will feature a couple key differences due to the power of the next-gen hardware. The game will feature a more realistic approach to the graphics, which that's really good, because the graphics here looks really good for the PS3 era. You know, you look at the cheerleader herself, the main character, like she looks really good for that PlayStation 3 era. And that's why I thought maybe a remaster would have been fine. I don't think they really need to go in and do a full-on remake for this game, because you look at it, the graphics are fine. You just fix the resolution on that, do a couple, you know, like quality of life improvements, you know, make that thing like 4K, 30 frames, or 1080p, send that 60 frames per second, like really touch that thing up. This game could be really good as just a remaster, but they decided they want to go the route of a remake, and I'm totally down. Like, remakes in games, like, is really starting to become like this popular thing now, where we're seeing Resident Evil games getting remade, Last of Us Part 1 getting a remake. You know, we're seeing a lot of remakes in the world of gaming now, and I think a lot of games from the PS3 era especially up doesn't need to be remade. I mean, these games still look really good. I mean, there's games on the PS2, whether it be Snake Eater or Sons of Liberty, that still look phenomenal, that all they need is that patch or that remastered treatment. Those games still look phenomenal. When you look at the PS3 era, I mean, those games still look really good. Like, these games look really good, and you can get away with a remastered. Where games start needing to be remade, I feel, is in the PS1 downward era, you know, where the PS1 games, like something like the original Metal Gear, yeah, that should be remade. I know they did that on GameCube, But again, those are the type of games I think need to be remade. And I think games like, Lollipop Chainsaw, for example, can be really good with just a remastered version. Go in, do a really good remastered version, do something that like Square Enix is doing with Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, where that's a PSP game, and they're giving it the remastered treatment. Now, of course, there's some rumors that it might be a little bit more of a remake. We won't know that until we actually get to play the game. But Lollipop Chainsaw was a game that I had a lot of fun playing with. It's funny, it's sexy, it's violent, it's everything that like a gamer wants to play. And if they want to remake it, I am super down for a remake, and I will be picking this game up day one regardless of what platform they decide to release it on. I'm really hoping multi-platform. I will be picking up day one in 2023. But anyway, guys, that's my thoughts on the remake of Lollipop Chainsaw. Be sure to leave your comments in the comment box below. Tell me what you guys think. Do you like Lollipop Chainsaw? Are you going to pick up a Lollipop Chainsaw? Leave those comments in the comment box below. Till next time, as always, I'm Robert Storms. That's my opinion. Later, guys.